Welcome back, everyone. It is Tuesday, July 8th in the MLB. Our four favorite picks are on the way, as well as our two Dinger Tuesday plays. As always, it is Austin, joined by Logan, recapping yesterday, 1 and 2. Logan, I sold us. Great call with Blue Jays, White Sox, first 500. They saved all the runs for the sixth inning. Hey, we don't care about that. We cashed that one. My two losers are really annoying. Speaking of the Yamamoto one, great call, and Yamamoto's under. Wasted it on a juice reducer. That's the worst way to lose. And then Christopher Sanchez pitched a gem. If you looked at his 7 hits he allowed, one was an infield single, and 2 were some misplays by the Phillies defense that they gave hits. So I'm not too mad about those 2 reads. Just kind of didn't go our way. But Logan, let's have a good day because it is Dinger Tuesday, and as you know, we do our Dinger Tuesday giveaway. So what is that? You go down below, you comment your favorite person hit a home run. If they hit a home run, you could win $25. We're going to choose 2 random people that are right tomorrow morning and give you guys $25 each. So come back to tomorrow's video and you'll find out the 2 winners. But Logan, who are you feeling for a little Dinger Tuesday play? Who you got tonight?
Yeah, I'm rolling with Vladimir Guerrero Jr., a game that we saw a ton of home runs in yesterday. I think Vladdy gets one today against Savali. I mean, he's got good splits versus Savali. He's got multiple home runs against him. He's hitting 357 against Aaron Savali. So, again, he's seen Savali's pitch mix very well. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., a guy who has that golf club home run type swing. That's exactly who I'm rolling with.
I looked at the Blue Jays' first 5 team total, looked at their full game team total. I think they scored some runs. Mine, I was between either Brent Rooker, who's facing Fuentes, who's absolutely sucked, or I looked at Kyle Stowers. I think I lean more towards Rooker. Great hitting weather out in Sacramento. I think he can get the job done. So if you want to parlay together Rooker and Vladdy, hey, let's hope that hits. But Logan, let's dive into our 4 picks today. As always, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Like I said, comment down below your favorite person hit a home run. And if you get it right, maybe you'll win $25. Come back to tomorrow's video. I'll start with my first play of the day. It's going to be a first 5 under where we've been really dialed in on. Logan's got one right after this. I'll talk about my favorite one. It's Pirates versus Royals, first 5 under, 4.5 at -130 on BetMGM. I think Mitch Keller and Seth Lugo can go out there and throw gems. The fact that both these two guys have 18.5 outs line, granted, juice on the under, gives me some confidence that both these two guys are going to pitch pretty far into this game, and you're not pitching far into the game if you're getting rocked. These are also 2 very suspect offenses. Yesterday, 2 lefties on the mound. Both offenses got going. Saw 9 runs scored in the first 5. I don't think there's 5 in this first 5 today. Maybe there's runs in the bullpens. I don't really care about that. I think this is a slower starting first 5. Now, if you talk about Mitch Keller, he has a terrible win-loss record, but he's been pretty good this season. I mean, terrible win-loss. Ask Paul Skeens how he's doing on that. But again, Mitch Keller, what I really like, 3.16 road ERA, 204 batting average allowed on the road compared to a 264 at home. So again, pitched a little bit better on the road. And Mitch Keller has been great against righties. 209 batting average, 541 OPS to right-handed batters. And why is that important? Because, well, the Royals don't really stack their lineups with lefties or righties depending on who they're facing. And they have a ton of righties in there. Basically, I mean, the beginning of the game will be India, Bobby Witt Jr., you got Michael Garcia, you got Salvador Perez, Canna, Lofton. I mean, he's going to see upwards of 6 right-handed batters today. The lefties, we're talking about Vinny. Then you have Jack Caglione, who's been absolutely ice cold recently. This is a Royals offense we know has been pretty bad at home. Now, granted, they did stuff yesterday against Heaney, who I didn't like his start there. But since June 1st, the Royals, second lowest batting average, lowest WRC plus, first righties at home. So again, a struggling offense. Keller's been serviceable. He's been pretty good. I think he can go out there and pitch pretty well. Then we go to Seth Lugo, who's been electric in his last 5 starts. He's allowed 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1 earned run. I mean, if he goes out there and it gives up only 1, I feel really good about Keller limiting the damage. And this is a Pirates offense we know has been pretty dang bad since June 1st. The Pirates rank 30th in batting average in WRC plus, dead last versus righties on the road. Again, they've really struggled. Yes, they got some stuff going on Cameron yesterday, but not a whole lot there. He's also Seth Lugo that has been very good against right-handed batters. And just like the Royals, the Pirates still will stack a few more lefties, but again, not a ton. They still have 5 or 6 right-handed batters in that lineup. The lefties, sure, you got guys like O'Neal Cruz, maybe Horwitz will bat lead off, and Brian Reynolds will be a switch hitter. But outside of that, there's really not a lot of lefty production coming from that lineup. So if those are the guys that do all the damage to get 5 runs in this first 5, I'll live with it. I really like this first 5 under, 4.5 in the Pirates in a Royals game. I'd play that up to about -150, -130. I think is a great price. But Logan, you see a first 5 under, you match a first 5 under. You've been dialed in on them. Where are you going for yours?
Yeah, I mean, I have to keep the first 5 under streak going because this is what I've been seeing the best recently. Taking the Dodgers and Brewers first 5 under 4.5, -120 on Bet365 is your best value. A little bit juicier on some of the other books. But again, we're playing the number here. And again, 4.5 is a very key number for first fives. Saw the Blue Jays game yesterday, end on 4 on the dot. It's weird how it works like that. It's the first 5 innings are a mystery. But when you can find some unders you like, that's what's paying for us these days. I've hit 3 straight first 5 unders. Let's go for 4 in a row myself, and then make Austin 5 in a row first 5 unders. That would be great. Yesterday, there were a total of 7 runs scored in the first 5 innings yesterday, all by the Brewers. I like the pitching a lot better today, and kind of my recipe for how I've been taking all of these first 5 unders is I have to really like the pitching. And if they scored a lot of runs yesterday, I kind of moved that pendulum back to the law of averages, knowing that less runs are likely today. And I love the pitching. Let's talk about the Brewers pitching today. It's Jacob Mizrowski, 3.2 ERA, 0.92 WHIP. Now this guy got a lot of attention. I mean, he outdueled Paul Skeens. We remember that game. He's got elite strikeout stuff, but he's coming off a bad start, and that's what I like about this one. Is he's facing a little bit of adversity in this one. We don't have to like hold our breath and wait for the bad start. I'd argue it just happened against the Mets. 5 earned runs, 3 2/3 innings pitched. He allowed 2 home runs in that start. Not a great outing for him. And again, that one was on the road though. Returning back home, I like this spot for him to kind of dial back in. He's yet to allow an earned run at home. He's been lights out. Again, a lot of hitters don't see him well. They haven't ever seen him. And that's the thing I like too, is that it's going to take a second and third plate appearance for a lot of these hitters to kind of understand even his pitch mix. The expected numbers also love Mizrowski. His expected ERA 2.46, his K percentage 28%. I mean, is that sustainable? I don't know. If he can strike out, nearly 30%, that would be amazing. That's kind of how you really get to this Dodgers lineup, because over the last 10 days, the Dodgers ranked 26th in batting average, 24th in WRC plus versus right-handed pitching. They haven't seen righties all that well. And yes, this is an explosive Dodgers lineup. Yes, they have the talent to be able to, hit this young pitcher. But again, I just don't see it. And I think he has the strikeout stuff to blow away several of these hitters and just not even, let them into these at-bats. Love Mizrowski's matchup today. And then on the other side, we've got Clayton Kershaw starting for the Dodgers. 3.43 ERA, 1.25 WHIP for Kershaw. Now that he finally got his strikeout milestone out of the way, I feel like he can focus more on pitching just, as he is. This guy's seen a ton of batters, ton of innings. To say he's a veteran is putting it lightly. But what I like about Kershaw this year is that he's been great on the road, only allowing a 1.5 ERA and a 219 batting average. He's been a lot better on the road outside of Dodger Stadium. So again, in this matchup, we need him to be solid on the road. And in July, the Brewers haven't faced a ton of lefties. They've been seeing righty after righty, it seems, but they're only hitting 200 against the lefties they have seen this month. So again, limited at bats, but they just haven't had a large enough sample size for me to say Kershaw should get rocked in this one. And what I like about Clayton Kershaw, obviously his fastball isn't what it used to be, but against the Brewers, his off speed I think is going to be lethal today. Slowing down a lot of these aggressive hitters is exactly what will curb the Brewers offense today. I mean, that's kind of, in my opinion, how you get this Brewers team out. Just kind of get them to roll over on some off speed or just be way out in front against some off speed. So I love Kershaw's matchup. I love Mizrowski's matchup, and hopefully we can cash this first 5 under. Stay hot once again on these picks. But Austin, you got some more picks. What you rolling with?
Yeah, I have a couple more, and they're really just backing or fading a prospective pitcher because we're just talking about one team. My first one will be the Cubs, and I'm back at them who've been red hot against righties. Say they face another one. I'm taking their first 5 team total over 2.5, minus 105 on DraftKings. Again, just playing this for one unit. We don't really care about how Shota Imanaga pitches, although he could pitch well or bad. I don't really care. I do like the first 5 over here, but the Twins haven't been a great offense versus lefties. The wind is blowing out, though, so Shota, a fly ball pitcher, could give up some runs, but the Twins, when I say they haven't been hitting lefties, it's pretty dang bad. So I'd rather not trust them to put up runs. Instead, I'll go to a Cubs offense, which has been scorching hot, whether they're on the road, at home. They've been hitting any righty they see. And today they'll face Simeon Woods Richardson, who I would argue is due some heavy regression. We look at his last 2 starts, 1 earned run allowed to the Mariners, 0 in his most recent start to the Marlins. I mean, this is a guy that's coming off 2 great starts. But man, I just don't know if it's going to be another great start for him. You look at his props. He has a 14.5 outs line, granted juice on the over, and a over 2.5 earned runs line, which is about minus 150 on some books. Why is that? Because, well, the Cubs have been absolutely scorching hot versus right-handed pitchers. Last 13 righties to face them, 12 of them allowed 3 or more earned runs. 10 of them allowed 4 or more earned runs. So again, they are rocking lefties or righties. They're with their lefties. Over the last 10 days, they rank second in batting average, second in WRC plus versus righties. So again, just demolishing guys. And we look at good hitting weather in Minnesota. The SWR, Simeon Woods Richardson, 10th percentile in barrel percentage and 9th in ground ball percentage. So again, when he doesn't get the ground balls, they go far away. And he's allowing a 303 batting average, 848 OPS to lefties, which we know this is a Cubs offense which has a lot of talented lefties. Ian Happ to lead things off, a switch hitter. Kyle Tucker in there, PCA. You got Michael Busch, who's literally seeing beach balls at the plate right now. Reese McGuire probably down at the bottom. And then when you get to the righties, which, SWR is good splits against righties. I mean, 200-ish batting average, something like that. You're talking about guys like Nico Horner, who's having a great season, putting the ball in play. Swanson, Seiya Suzuki, who leads the league in RBIs. So again, he's going to face a lot of lefties, which he's being tagged by lefties. And then when he faces the righties, we're talking about some guys that are really hot. So again, this is a team in the Cubs that rarely strikes out, which is SWR, not a guy that gets a ton of strikeouts. And he's lying a 298 batting average with runners in scoring position. I think he's a disaster of a matchup with good hitting conditions in Minnesota. I think the Cubs show up today. I'll take their first 5 team total over 2.5. My final play of the day is a little bit juicy. It's Nathan Eovaldi under 2.5 earned runs. I get it's minus 150. I wish I just would have played Yamamoto straight up yesterday, maybe put 2 units on him because that was as easy as it gets. I'm not finding a juice reducer. I just refuse to do that. In the NBA, fine, because I feel really dialed in on the NBA and I feel like things are more consistent. Whereas MLB, there's 162 games. You're going to see a lot of variables, a lot of variance in the games. Whereas NBA feels a little bit easier to find like a juice reducer, if you will. I rather trust Eovaldi here to go under 2.5 earned runs. I'll lay the juice at minus 150. You'll face the Angels, who did rock Jacob deGrom yesterday. They got 3 earned runs off him in the first 2 before he dialed in and didn't allow a single run after that. But again, this is Eovaldi, who's been arguably better than deGrom this season. You look at his splits, he's 1.75 ERA and a 0.85 whip. And the guy below whip below 8.9. I mean, insane. And on the road, he's been really good. 1.44 ERA under this line in 12 of 14 starts. He is now having his 3rd start back from injury. So the first start he came back, he didn't really do any rehabbing in the minors. He just doesn't do that. So his first start, he got rocked a little bit. Second start was pretty good. Here's his 3rd start back. I think he's right back into his fold. He's also the only Ranger starter currently scheduled to pitch 2 more times before the All-Star break. And given he's already dealt with an injury, he's only thrown up to 72 pitches in his last outing. I really can't see Eovaldi being stretched to 90-something, 95 pitches today, especially given he's probably pitching on Sunday, final game before the All-Star break. The Rangers, clearly a team trying to make a playoff push. You can't afford him to get injured again. He's been one of your best pitchers this season. So again, I don't see the pitch count being super high, maybe in the 80s. If he's lucky, I think he could still be in the 70s. And if that's the case, I just don't know if the Angels are going to be able to tag him for 3 earned runs as quickly as they did for deGrom. Of all the 156 batting average with runners in scoring position, he's 96th percentile in a walk percentage. So again, not while giving free base runners. 87th in ground balls, 78th in K percentage. And 4 of the 6 righties to face the Angels in July are under this line. The one they got to deGrom yesterday, and they got to Bryce Elder, who I could probably get a hit off of him right now. So again, they have been okay against righties, but have they been, best of the best? I don't think so. And I think Eovaldi is one of the best pitchers right now in baseball. So I really do like his chances going under 2.5 earned runs. He probably only pitches 5 innings, maybe 2 times through the order. They're going to have to get to him early, or he will be out of the game, probably by the chance they have a chance to get to a 3rd earned run against him. So to recap the full card, we have under 4.5 in the first 5 of the Pirates-Royals game. Same thing in the Dodgers and Brewers game. Cubs score 3 in the first 5, and Eovaldi under 2.5 earned runs. Those are the picks. Let's have a big day. A reminder, let us know your Dinger Tuesday picks down below. Let's have ourselves a great day, and I'll see you guys back again tomorrow. Oh, and you know what? If we do go 4-0 today, we'll add another $50 to the pot for the home run, the little Dinger Tuesday giveaway. So it could be $100. We just need to go 4-0 today, and let's cash Brent Rooker and Vladdy to hit homers. Let's do it. We'll see you guys back tomorrow on Wednesday. See you then. Peace.